So if you Google what to bring to a casting call, it's going to give you top 5 things to bring. And I know...
Here's a summary from the website barbazaninsider.com. 1. Lip balm and or a light moisturizer. 2. A book or something to occupy yourself. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
That just scared the shit out of me. What's up, YouTube family? It's your girl Nisha, aka Nisha C. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me there at IAM_Nisha C, or follow me on Twitter at the same handle, IAM_Nisha C. And also, if you are needing any kind of like entertainment gossip, which I haven't been on that channel for a hot minute, but it's been a lot going on during the year of 2020, so I hope you guys can understand. But if you guys need any kind of entertainment gossip, or just, you know, just catching up on entertainment in general, you can head over to my Talk Entertainment channel. I will leave the link in the description below. But today we're going to be talking about what to bring to a casting call and how to present yourself at a casting call featuring Lala Anthony's book, The Power Playbook. So getting right into it. So if you ever in your life decide to, you know, search on Google of like what to bring to a casting call, what they're going to tell you is, I'm going to read the top 5 things they said. All right. You need a lip balm, number 1. You need a book or something to occupy yourself. A pair of flats and a pair of heels. A comp card in your portfolio. And something to take notes. So all of those things are great. I'm not even going to lie. Like, it's not something that I would recommend necessarily, but you know, if you want to listen to Google top 5 things to bring, then go for that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But me personally, I just say keep it simple. Just keep it simple and bring little to nothing really, because whenever you're going to a casting call, you don't want to be kind of holding all of those bags and trying to get into the door and trying to walk in heels at the same time. You're just like, I don't know, it just seems like one of those bad situations where it's like Erykah Badu and you're just like, bag lady, you gonna hurt yourself. But anyways, yes, you don't want to be the bag lady, okay? Don't be the bag lady. And then the top 3 things that I recommend is, like I said, keep it simple. First off, you want to make sure that you read your email or anything that the casting director has sent you or called you about. Make sure you bring anything they told you to bring. But if they didn't give you any guidance on that, the number 1 thing to bring is your portfolio, which basically just shows your entire work, whether that is any kind of acting jobs or any kind of modeling jobs. Specifically for me, I'm referring to modeling jobs. So just make sure you bring your portfolio, business card, or comp card, whichever one you have. And then the second thing that I would highly recommend is to bring an extra pair of shoes, whether that be flats or just something more comfortable. You can probably get away with just probably bringing some flats, so it could be something you can just kind of hold in your hand. And then the third thing is just come with a positive attitude. Bring a positive attitude and make sure you have a clear mind going in and know what exactly you're going to be doing. You're here to impress. So impress. All right. So moving along. So the next thing we have is how to present yourself. I find this very subjective because like everybody sees it very differently about how to present yourself or how to carry yourself. So the main thing about how to present yourself did I just hit my camera? That was a little shaky. Okay. But anyways, how to present yourself is simple. Just keep it professional. Keep it professional, and just try to make sure that you're always being alert. So let's go ahead and break it down to a couple of top few things that I would recommend outside of just keeping it professional. First of all, come with a clear mind and ready to give 100%. Okay, whether that is reading a line, whether that is walking, you better walk like you never walked before. You better read that line like you never read that line before. And I don't mean like literally like you never did it before, as if like you better give it 100%. That's what I'm saying. So just make sure that you're on top of your game. You rehearsed or you've practiced and you've done everything that you needed to do on your end to make sure that you're giving 100% whenever you're going to a casting call or audition. The second thing is try not to chew gum. Just don't. I think that's like a pet peeve for some casting directors, and you know, in general, you know, you don't really go to like an interview or anything chewing gum. I mean, how do I look? If you can, you know, just try to hurry up, chew your gum before you get there. If not, then maybe they wouldn't care. But I just recommend not chewing gum. So the third thing is being prepared. Making sure that you already have your heels on, you already have your comp card, business card, or portfolio already in your hand, and you're ready to go. Like, they don't need the bag lady trying to search through their entire bag, trying to grab the heels, trying to grab the portfolio, and then you got other people waiting. Like, it's one of those things like, hey, chop, be there, be ready, right? So, but yeah, you definitely want to be prepared. Lala Anthony has a book that was released back in 2015. And it was a book called The Power Play Book, and it gives you the rules of how to be successful. And that book really kind of like resonated with me. So I'm gonna really just kind of give a little bit of a splash of the book. And if you have time, please go out. If you haven't read the book already, or if you don't know anything about it, it is a pretty like old book, but it's one of those oldies with goodies to me. But the first tip that I want to mention is that she talks about being nice, gracious, and humble. So be humble and be nice and kind to others, because it really will take you far. And some people don't realize that, but if you have a nasty attitude going into a casting director, who do you think wants to work with that? You know what I'm saying? And then she also talks about, you know, being persistent without being heavy-handed. She also talks about, you know, just because you get a no, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the end of the world. And she talks about how many no's she got. And this goes for really anybody who's successful will probably tell you how many times they got told no and how many times they, you know, felt like a failure for getting that no. But really, you know, she talks about how that only motivated her to push harder. And so I felt like those are things that are really important to me as well whenever I go out to some type of audition as well. So if you feel like, you know, there's something that you want to add, please add. I'm only here for, you know, learning and growing just like you guys are. And I'm hoping that I can learn and grow with you guys. But yeah, it's always a hard time saying goodbye to you guys. But until next time, I see you guys later. Peace and love.